everybody. As you might see around me, or even in my face, it's dark outside. It's yeah, almost midnight. I'm driving back from an evening of some indoor snowboarding. I'm a really big fan of snowboarding. It's my love and my passion. So if I have the time, then especially in the summer, you can find me on indoor slope, and in the winter I'll be in the mountains shooting and snowboarding. And it's always a long drive. It's a 1-hour drive, so why not use this time to tell you guys, to try and make another movie, tell you guys some more stuff. Tonight I decided I'm going to talk a little bit more about the importance of getting a couple to make them feel at ease, make them feel relaxed, make them feel comfortable around you, being around you, because you're going to shoot their wedding. Or even if it's a model, you can also use it when you're shooting a model. You want to make the model feel at ease, you want to make the couple feel at ease around you, and there are a lot of ways to achieve that. Yeah, and tonight I'm going to talk about one of those ways, mainly the importance of showing interest. Yeah. Imagine that you are sitting, for example, at a bus stop waiting for a bus. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden a guy walks up to you, sits next to you, starts reading a paper, and then he starts a conversation with you. He's like, yeah, how about the weather, huh? It's not this nice tonight, or it's beautiful weather, isn't it? This and that. And you feel like, oh, what the fuck, weirdo, why are you talking to me? I didn't ask you anything, whatever. It'll feel weird. And then he starts maybe ask, yeah, how are you doing? How are you holding up? Where are you going to? Are you going to work, for example? Oh, where do you work? Okay, and do you like your job? How is it there? And how do you feel about it? It might be freaky if somebody asks you that, especially an unknown someone. But it's just to illustrate an example that when somebody shows interest to you, we all want to tell about ourselves. We all have our stories and complaints that we want to want to tell somebody about. So it's always cool when somebody shows interest in you. When somebody asks you, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What are your hobbies? What do you do for a living? It's always nice to be able to tell it to someone. And when somebody asks you that, you will feel more at ease. You will feel like, this person shows hopefully genuine interest in someone. Yeah? For some people this comes naturally. For example, I want to know about other people. I want to know what they do and how they live, and because you can learn something from everyone. Yeah? Be it an old guy of 85-year-old, or be it a little girl or a boy of 5 years old, or be it your parents or your partner, your significant other, to say it like that. Be it a guy that lives on the street and that sleeps under yesterday's newspaper as a pillow or as a blanket. And you can learn something from everybody. So I'm open for it, and I ask people how they're doing and what do they do, and I want to find out what drives them and what motivates them. But for other people, they don't give a crap. Yeah. But if you want to make somebody feel at ease, somebody that you don't know, as a photographer, then you need to show an interest in someone. Yeah, just ask, how are you doing? How's school? Yeah, oh, you have exams. Okay, how are the exams coming along? Yeah. Okay, so that means if it's exams, then there's a holiday coming up, right? Yeah. So what are you going to do in the holiday? Oh, you're going out with friends. Ah, that's cool. Where are you going to? What are you going to do there? And the model will start talking and will feel at ease, and then she will be able to give it her all. I'm not talking about professional models. They have to be able to do it under any circumstance. But if you have a client that you want to shoot for a portrait, or especially with a couple for shooting a wedding or shooting their engagement session, it's important that they feel that you're genuinely interested in them. They will feel more at ease, they will like you a lot more, and they will be a lot more easier for them to be themselves. Yeah, you will be able to shoot pictures of the couple how they are. Friends will recognize them in the pictures, like, yeah, I know, yeah, you guys do this a lot, yeah, don't you, when you're all alone, and yeah, I've seen that before, and when you feel at ease, you do this or you do that. That's what you want. You want to picture them as they are, as beautiful as possible and as fun as possible, but you want to picture them. Yeah, you don't want to picture some stranger. You don't want them to do whatever you want them to do, or what you would think would be cool. You want them to picture, or at least I want them pictured in their shots as they are. I want them to hang around each other. I want them to laugh at each other's jokes and stuff. Yeah, but in order for them to in order to achieve that, they have to feel at ease. Yeah? And showing an interest, asking questions, ask how they're doing, asking a whole lot of questions will achieve that. There's a whole palette of ways to achieve that. Showing interest is one of them, and in one of my next movies, whether I record it by day or by night, I'll talk about the other ways of making a model, couple, whatever. And it's not only, I'm telling this now from a photographer's point of view, but you can also use it just in everyday life. When you meet somebody, you can how to make them feel more at ease, how to make the contact go a lot easier and smoother. So I want you guys to learn this as a photographer, but you can also use it just in your everyday life. So this is a multi-purpose video. Okay guys, I'm gonna continue my journey home, my long journey. So I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye bye.